Honda's latest CB1000 Hornet SP seems to check every box. With a roaring 155 brake horsepower superbike engine, a premium Öhlins TTX36 rear shock, Brembo Stylema brakes, a quick shifter, auto blipper, and a comprehensive suite of electronic rider aids, it's a head-turner. And the price? An enticing £9,999. But the real question is, how does it ride? The answer is unequivocally yes, it's a blast. Even without considering its price, the Honda CB1000 Hornet SP is a remarkable machine. It's fast, thrilling, sharp in its handling, user-friendly, and packed with features. The Öhlins rear suspension and Brembo brakes exude quality. The attention to detail is impeccable, and the generous equipment list adds further appeal. Critiquing this bike is a challenge. When you add its affordability into the mix, it becomes almost irresistible. While significantly more economical than a high-end Super Naked, it offers comparable excitement on the road. Whether you opt for the CB1000 Hornet SP or the 1,000 pounds cheaper base model, it significantly undercuts its closest 900 cubic centimeters and 1,000 cubic centimeters competitors. Honda deserves applause, not only for delivering a wallet-friendly sports naked, but also for reinvigorating motorcycling in a market where performance bikes often feel out of reach due to soaring prices. Unlike the outgoing CB1000R, which featured a backbone frame above the engine, the new Hornet employs a twin-spar steel frame. This change offers key benefits, including a 70% increase in lateral stiffness for enhanced cornering stability and an optimized airbox placement above the engine, enabling improved downdraft into the throttle bodies. The rear of the engine is rubber-mounted for smoother performance. With a short wheelbase and forward-focused weight distribution of 51.2% per 48.8%. Thanks to the strategic positioning of the engine, rear shock, battery, and airbox, the Hornet delivers a responsive and dynamic riding experience. Riding the new CB1000 Hornet SP is as intuitive and straightforward as handling its smaller siblings, the CB500 and CB750. Despite its claimed 212 kilograms fully fueled weight, it's remarkably manageable at low speeds and never feels cumbersome. The low seat height provides accessibility, while the spacious and natural riding position, easy-to-read color dash, and feather-light clutch lever add to the overall comfort. When the CB750 Hornet debuted a few years ago, its quick steering immediately stood out. The CB1000 Hornet SP carries forward that agility, thanks to its short wheelbase, forward weight bias, and a slim 180-section rear tire instead of a bulkier 190-section. Its nimbleness when changing direction and leaning into corners is so effortless that you might expect a compromise in stability, but there isn't any. Whether accelerating hard over bumps or quickly transitioning from left to right with firm handlebar inputs, the Hornet remains rock solid. While a high-performance European Super Naked might edge out the Hornet on a track, this Honda shines on the road. Its handling is light, precise, and confidence-inspiring, allowing you to keep pace with even the most formidable rivals. The Hornet steering is seamless. You never have to wrestle the front end into an apex. It simply glides into corners with poise. The Brembo Stylema brakes up front, paired with the rear Nissan setup, deliver outstanding stopping power and feel. Meanwhile, the Öhlins rear shock and show of forks work harmoniously, providing perfect control and a well-tuned setup right out of the box. With ample ground clearance and excellent grip, the Hornet is primed for road performance. Its stock Bridgestone S22 tires perform admirably, but upgrading to new generation high-performance sports tires would enhance plushness and inspire even greater confidence. Powering the Hornet is the reliable 1,000 cubic centimeters inline four-cylinder engine from the 2017 Fireblade, now retuned for real-world performance. With new pistons, milder cam profiles, and shorter gear ratios for second through fifth, it prioritizes usable grunt and swift acceleration over peak top-end power. While the standard Hornet makes a claimed 150 brake horsepower and 77 lb-ft of torque, an exhaust valve fitted in the SPs can boost those figures to 155 brake horsepower and 79 lb-ft of torque. It also gets a slip and assist clutch for a lighter lever action and to reduce engine braking. Honda claims 48 miles per gallon, which gives a theoretical 178-mile range from its 17-liter tank. It may be budget, but the CB1000 Hornet SP boasts a raft of rider aids. The SP comes standard with a 3-way adjustable up/down quick shifter, a 195-pound add-on for the standard model, 5 riding modes, traction control with integrated anti-wheelie, engine brake control, and ABS. Before we get too carried away, it has to be said that compared to super naked royalty, like the KTM 1390 Super Duke or Ducati Street Fighter V4 or Aprilia Tuono V4 Factory, the Honda lacks a tiny bit of refinement, luxury, and pub bragging power. But in terms of actual riding enjoyment and putting a dirty great grin on your face, the Honda is every bit as thrilling. It'll rail through a corner with complete poise and pull effortless. Perfectly balanced wheelies with a flick of the clutch in third gear. There's so much power on tap, it's impossible to max out on the road, and the soundtrack that serenades your ears is pure, race-bred, superbike rawness. Best of all, you can have all this fun, drama, and speed for a lot less than the price of a European Super Naked. Who needs MotoGP-inspired, lean-sensitive electronics and needless for a naked aero? Anyway, the retuned Superbike motor is docile from the get-go, and the power delivery is smooth and predictable, albeit slightly spiky from a closed throttle, but nothing to spoil your day. And the gearbox is slick, especially using the up/down shifter. But despite its trademark Honda civility at normal speeds, it's still a potent machine and brutally quick when you want it to be. We've almost become sanitized to reading about huge power figures, and the Hornet's 155 brake horsepower doesn't look like much on paper. But when you're on a bike with this kind of oomph, and hanging on by your fingernails with the scenery smearing past your retinas, those figures scream at you. 155 brake horsepower is just 5 shy of what an 01 Suzuki GSX or 1000 K1 used to make, and I think we can all agree that thing was a rocket ship. Put it this way, the Hornet's wheelie control works hard for its money in the first 3 gears, and lets you play the fool with it switched off. In terms of drama, the Honda has it in spades. Sure, it doesn't rumble like a V-twin, rasp like a triple, or growl like a V4 or crossplane cranker, but when its exhaust valve opens at 5,700 RPM, all sonic hell breaks loose, and the world becomes a better place. You'd think there would be corners cut to make the Honda affordable. Inevitably, there must be under the surface, but they're well hidden. Build quality is superb, and the SP's satin metallic back and gold paint job, which for those of a certain age will conjure images of JPS Formula 1 cars and 3-liter Ford Capris, looks superb. Attention to detail is nerdier than you'd imagine too. The Hornet may look like a simple roadster, there's more to it than meets the eye. Speaking to project leader Tomoki Nishijima during our morning coffee stop during its world launch in Spain, he proudly points to the holes drilled in the wheel spokes, the hollow front engine bolt, and the way the engine hanger is made, all designed to give the front end just the right amount of flex and feel when the bike